This video might be a rant of sorts. It'll have useful information, trust me, but the reason I started this YouTube was to talk to you guys. Try and leave a timestamp with your comment so I can quickly click on it and just remember what I said. I'm human, I'm gonna see your comment and forget at what point I said it in the video, but this is a discussion one. Probably easier if I had it in me to just post soulless MK content, but my favorite part about YouTube is the YouTube community, and I hope that sticks around. I know YouTube has kind of gone a more professional route, and I don't blame like Mr. Beast and others for that, but it definitely has gotten more corporatized, if that's the right word. There's just less personal touch than there used to be in individual videos. Season 4 probably needs to be groundbreaking for Mortal Kombat 1. If you haven't already seen it, in the Peacemaker trailer, we saw a new Quan Chi portal. Here it is. And that gives me a lot of copium, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it's not the full extent where we are designing new main character moves. I've had people say that Darius was a fully new move, and it is new, but it's not like we designed a new animation for it. We just took the first half of an animation. So the Quan Chi thing, while I'm very happy that we're going for changes with such a recently added character, it's not groundbreaking. Like, yeah, we're just taking an animation, adding a different property and color correcting / changing the color levels of the portal, even if we can end up placing it at different distances. I mean, they still already have the code to have a portal set up anywhere on the map, if that makes sense. Doomer Takeover, the reason I think it is groundbreaking is that is a very new character that needed buffs. There is a part of me that thinks we will actually get the big main character balance patch. Am I just on the copium that Quan Chi will get buffed and everybody else will? The character's only been out 3 months. Why would they do Quan Chi and leave out everybody else that is so weak? It's not even a guest character. I get if it was Omni-Man. I would not think that any buffs were coming for anyone else if it was just Omni-Man. Because again, the guest characters are important with the show. You want to drive sales from the show to the game. But Quan Chi isn't driving sales from people who don't already know about or like Mortal Kombat games. Do I believe Scorpion will truly get buffed? I would say that clip from the trailer gave it 50% odds at this point. If NetherRealm didn't show that, I'd be at 0. But it's very obvious if Quan Chi's already being corrected now instead of a season later after he released, that the reason this season might have been delayed, aside from what the leak said that came out, yes, 24 hours before we figured out from NetherRealm that this season was extended, that desync made everything late. I'm kinda convinced NetherRealm might try and release the game-saving patch right here, and I'm very excited. If you didn't know, the reason I was able to upload and make content in year 4.5 of MK11 was solely because I could run viewer sets and have a good time. Community in this game is so important. Mortal Kombat is built off the back of people grouping up around an arcade machine and either watching one really good player beat everyone, watching 2 good players beat each other or go back and forth, or just running mini tournaments around the cabinet. Mortal Kombat 1 lost that touch entirely, and I think NetherRealm and Mortal Kombat, so WB as a whole, is recognizing that 1v1 fighters don't work if you don't have ways to keep the community together. Say I complain about an OP character in Valorant or an OP gun in Call of Duty, it's just too cheap. In Valorant's example, I have 4 other teammates that I can rant about it with who will rant with me, and then we just get camaraderie with each other and keep playing or keep talking about the game because of blank. All these team-based games have it very easy that if somebody's doing well, you can all talk about it. If things in the game are going well, or if a gun's too OP, or if you think a player's smurfing, all these things, you can talk about it with each other and 5 people stay interested in it, and that experience happens between thousands of parties of players. So thousands of parties times 5, that is a whole lot of players. Here, because this game is 1v1, you need to make sure the community stays intact in terms of the joy of it, because if I hate Kenshi, for example, if there's no community camaraderie, there is no fun in hating Kenshi anymore. I just sound like a dickhead. And same goes with every other character. Like, there are characters that are OP OP in other games that just don't get talked trash about quite as much as this game. Like, yeah, you'll have Raiden, who is very cheap. I'm not trying to alienate all the Raiden players. I'm trying to pick fun at the fact that Raiden is very good right now, and my character is not. It's not meant to be offensive, but the way the community has been designed so far, it just comes across very condescending because there's nobody to play into the jokes. It's me versus the world, and you versus the world, and you versus the world, and you versus the world. There's no us anymore, and I'm just hoping crossplay fixes that. We had so many good intellectual debates about characters that were never going to be changed in MK11. It was year 4.5, and an update hadn't happened in 2 years. We were just speculating for the sake of having fun talking about changes we would make or who was this and that. What buffs do I truthfully see happening with the release of Season 4? If this season is attempting to be an overhaul of the first 3 seasons, I actually expect light buffs. Like, I think it'll be very minor. Like, if Scorpion gets touched, it's gonna be something like just sped up frames on recovery for like back 3. It's gonna be really basic. Maybe making his mid instead of mid high, but I doubt it. The reason I say that though is I bet we'll get more updates in the mid season. I don't know why. I'm feeling that this summer there's gonna be a lot of these posts from both WB, NetherRealm, the Mortal Kombat Twitter and all that, talking about how the game is actually finally getting taken seriously because WB needs it. Justice League or whatever did not perform all that well. And yeah, it was live service as well. I think they realized very quickly their reputation went from like here, already not that high, into the dirt, and Justice League actually killed it. Mortal Kombat didn't. That is just an us thing. So I'm willing to bet Mortal Kombat gets buffed up so all of us Mortal Kombat fans start spreading the word around to all the casuals who just saw videos about the Justice League. We are the new martyrs that by the holiday season of 2024 we'll be talking so much about how WB just really improved this game. And you know what? I'm welcome to it. That's fine with me. It's all speculation, but I see it. This patch, ooh, it's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be spicy. I just wonder how big of a step they'll take. It's the scary part because if we get a whole bunch for each lower tier character right away, I know we won't get another buff. I know we won't get another patch for quite a long time. It'll be like a big band-aid slapped on rather than let's cleanse the wound real quick and then, you know, assess and then put the right size bandage on, you know? Like, there are 2 ways it can go. But people have been asking why I haven't been uploading that much, and it's really because I just wasn't having fun the same way I did in MK11. It's not that I don't have fun playing the game by myself, but it feels like a very single player experience right now. It is ranked or nothing. It is be good at the game or nothing, which is just really draining compared to MK11. Like, yeah, I want to be rank 1, but I want other things to do. I don't want my whole just mentality when playing the game is to be the best player. There should be other things that I can enjoy when playing Mortal Kombat 1. So I'm excited for Season 4, and I think it could potentially change everything. Is it copium? I don't know.